I've always really enjoyed the conversations that we have. You strike me as just a very real human. You know, you don't have a lot of performance going or facade playing.
What you see is what you get. I don't know if it was cultivated as much as taken. It's something you take as you go through life. Honestly, when I got off the plane, I said, I'm going to die here. And I smiled, and I was just like, it was like a relief. My mother was a single mother. It was difficult. I ended up in foster care, my sister as well. I have a lot of judgments that I've had in my life toward her. I feel that I've forgiven her for most of those things. My mother handed me her weed box, 5 years old. 20 years cannabis. And she says, you see me when I'm smoking, you know what it smells like? You smell it when I smoke it? Or you see how I act? You be the judge. She handed me the box, and I opened it up and look in there, and been the judge since then.
Have you been using them since then?
From the age of 15 until now. Yeah. Anytime you ever think you're in control, believe me, you're fooling yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
I love you, buddy.
Yeah,
That's
well, that's
great.
needed, though. Sometimes it's needed to fool yourself. But the
Right.
control is just that. It's an illusion. I wanted the same. I actually made an active choice to move back here and live on the streets. It just seemed like the best thing. The time and space, living in this space recently. And I appreciate living inside more than I ever have. It makes me not want to do drugs.
It's like the substance itself creates the darkness, because with you, when you're not on these things, like you're not a different human, but like you have a different light to you. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Embracing Human podcast. I am your host, Scott Stone, and I'm here today with a very special guest, a man who I've gotten the pleasure to know over the past, we'll say, couple of months on a much deeper level. Surely before that, seen each other in passing out in the streets and whatnot, but
Just a couple times.
yeah, now we've had a lot more opportunities to interact. So, Jacob Green, thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. I've always really enjoyed the conversations that we have. You strike me as just a very real human. You know, you don't have a lot of performance going or facade playing.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah. Where do you think that? How did you cultivate that?
I don't know if it was cultivated as much as taken. It's something you take as you go through life.
What do you mean by that?
You take the things that people have to say about you, and you don't care.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like most people take the things that people say about them and they do care.
Yeah.
You know, and then they spend. I'll speak for myself. And then I spent years in therapy trying to unpack when those people said those things, and I took them to heart.
I have my heart out all the time. Kind of hard to take things to something that I am. I'm just like,
Yeah, I mean, I heard a quote recently that an open heart is its own protection. Right, like when you walk around with your heart out and open, you can hold the space and the judgments of other people without taking them on yourself.
I can see that. It's an interesting subject.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you got to Maui?
Oh, I arrived on Maui after I'd been living in a farmhouse in Kansas for about a year by myself, pretty much. Caretaking, giving care to the land a little bit, going and learning about the cows, cattle, mowing, simple things, you know, caring for the land. And from there, I started pursuing minimalism, producing as little trash as possible. This is all after my divorce. So it was just me by myself. I was trying to clean my imprint in the world, onto the world. Through that pursuit and the pursuit of soil science, I found Woofing, a worldwide organization of organic farmers. Maui, along with the Hawaiian island chain, has more wolf farms than like anywhere else on the planet.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I signed up for the wolf program and contacted a man in Hilo named Philippe. And within a few days, I decided I was going to go to Maui and got a ticket and was just like, I'm send it.
Okay. And that was how many years ago?
5
years.
February 11th, 2020.
Wow. Okay. What was that like coming to Maui?
Honestly, when I got off the plane, I said, I'm going to die here.
Wow.
And I smiled, and I was just like, it was like a relief. I was like,
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. How was that woofing experience? Did that end up happening, or?
Yeah, I stayed in Hilo for a month. Mostly shoveling shit, actually.
Yeah.
You know, fertilizer, applying fertilizer to the trees on the paths on this property. Until I got fed up with it actually one day and flipped him off his face and yelled at him and told him I'm fucking out of here. And actually, I think I told him too. I was like, I'm gonna sit here for 2 days, and I did. I just sat on the property for a couple of days and ate a bunch of food and got the fuck out of there. I'm out of here. I hitchhiked to Hana.
Okay. And that was the next.
I also have friends, so that it helps me to move here. Is that I have a childhood friend
Oh, wow.
that lives in Hana.
Okay. That was the connection to Hana.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. So you went to Hana next.
From Huelo. Yeah, I stayed 30 days in Huelo and then went to Hana. And my buddy Skylar there hooked me up with the Pajole farm.
Got it. How was that?
Pretty fun,
Yeah.
actually. Lots of gratitude. I went out there and just said thank you all day. And my hair turned gold. I don't know, the UV and stuff. It was like I went Super Saiyan. I walked up the hill every day, and I lost 30 pounds in 30 days, and my hair turned gold. And I just went and picked Pajole all day and gave thanks all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Pretty fun. Not too bad.
Yeah. What is Pajole?
A fiddle fern.
Okay.
So a fern that grows.
Got it. What were you picking it for?
They send it out all across the world for cuisine.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Okay.
It's actually really good for you. It's got a bunch of micronutrients in it. And
Got it.
superfood.
Got it. So you were...
It's $7 a pound or something.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a fern, so a pound is like a lot, right?
And I pick 80 pounds in a day.
Wow. Okay. So you stayed in Hana for how long?
A year.
Okay.
Almost a year. Right around a year.
Yeah. And then...
Had a falling out with a couple of friends. Ended up going to the North Shore.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went to Big Island first. Went to Big
Okay.
Island during COVID, and they wouldn't let me leave the airport.
You got to Big Eye,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't let you leave the airport.
No.
Why
So I
not?
came right back to Maui the next day.
Why? What was the reason?
I didn't have vaccine. It was something silly with all the vaccines.
Oh, this was during COVID.
Yeah, it was during COVID.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and I was lucky to get back to Maui, honestly.
Yeah, I was going to say they don't want to deal with you. At least they shipped you back here.
Yeah, when I got back here, I was like, get back to that jungle.
Okay.
It was a little bit of an ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
So I
you,
spent a night at the airport.
yeah. So you came back to Maui,
Yeah.
and then you went to the North Shore?
I spent some time just living on the streets there. Not on the streets, but on the beach there.
In Kahului.
No, in Paia.
In Paia. Got it.
Before returning to Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was that? That was during COVID.
Right after COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
first
COVID
year-
ended, but, there's a whole North
Yeah,
story.
exactly. It's I'm pretty
Just
sure
a new
it's a
chapter.
I'm pretty sure it's a virus, so it exists out there somewhere.
Right.
I'm not certain if I have it or have had it.
I'm not
I
sure if
haven't
it's
had a
real.
vaccine, so exactly.
I don't know if it's real, but that's a whole nother story.
I've been here through all of COVID on Maui.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of weird stuff surrounding it.
Yeah.
I'm still reserved on my judgment, though.
Sure. Yeah. So
I've lived outside also,
Right.
pretty much throughout all of it.
Right. Yeah.
When I lived in Hana, I lived in a tree house. I lived on a property with tree houses, so it's pretty much outside living.
Right.
Yeah, spent all
Yeah.
day at the beach.
Yeah.
It's the one place they would let us go during COVID,
Right.
and so we could go to the beach and chill.
Great.
Yeah.
So you went to Oklahoma for a little while.
Returned for 10 months, 12 months. And I actually went to Florida first.
Okay.
I saw my sister in Florida and then my mother in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And returned to Maui.
How was that going back to Oklahoma?
Difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Florida was okay. I don't think my sister has her hands full already,
Mm-hmm.
She has 3 kids and her baby daddy lives in the house with them, but they're not together.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just and they got
It's
a
an interesting
dog and
thing,
a
yeah.
cat and like you got their whole
Yeah.
it's a sitcom over there. So
Right. Right. Yeah, it's its own show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't stay long.
Yeah.
I spent like 40 days.
Yep.
And it was right around Christmas.
Okay.
I went and spent Christmas with them.
Yeah. And then you said you went to see your mom.
Yeah, I returned to Oklahoma to see my mother.
How was that?
Not what I really wanted it to be, but
Yeah.
it's okay. She's hard for me to be around. Me and her don't have the best relationship.
That's what I was going to ask, because my mom and I, we have it's gotten better over the years, but it's definitely been very interesting, to say the least. I'm curious if you'd be willing to talk a little bit about how that was, or what
Yeah,
it's
well,
like.
My mother was a single mother, raising 2 children in Southern California, in Oklahoma first, and then she followed a man to Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
It was difficult. Yeah, it was kind of difficult. I ended up in foster care, my sister as well.
Mm.
I have a lot of judgments that I've had in my life toward her.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that I've forgiven her for most of those things.
Mm-hmm.
It's still hard for me to be around her.
Totally.
It's been more than 30 minutes around her before
Yeah.
we're at each other's throats.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who said it. I can't think of Alan Watts or fucking, I don't know who it was. But the joke is, if you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your family.
Yeah.
You know, like very quickly, it's like, oh, good story, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my mother so much. And when I got back to Oklahoma and saw the conditions she was living in, it wasn't necessarily what I would have wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So there were a lot of judgments I had. She's happy though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. And I think it's something a lot of people can relate to is difficult parent relationships, you know?
Certainly. Yeah, there's lots of things my mother and I don't agree on. So, and I've confronted her about some things that have happened, and I feel pretty good about the relationship. I've been thinking recently, what if I never returned to the mainland to see my mother, and she spent the next 10 years and died without me ever seeing her, and all I did is send her a few letters. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it makes me somewhat emotional sometimes, but she's also, I feel like a dragon. I feel like I've been dealing with my mother since I was 5 years old.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's one of those, like, how do you don't want to slay the dragon, but you also can't tame the dragon. So it's just.
You just stay the fuck away.
That's often the solution, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's what I said earlier before we started. You know, I was talking about feeling home, and this is Maui, Hawaii is the first time I've ever felt home in my life, and I think part of it is because I'm so far from my family. You know, they can't hurt me anymore. You know,
Amen.
And it's heartbreaking in a way because it's like I miss my family. I want to be around them. I love them dearly. I talked to my brother today, actually, before I came and picked you up. You know, and as deep as I want to be able to connect to him, you know, that brother wound of just wanting a brother, you know, like someone who really cares and all that stuff. And it's not to say he doesn't. I think he really does. It's also coming to terms with he's got his own life and he's busy. And the time I wish we would have had to spend and bond, we didn't have, you know.
Yeah.
So it's tough. You know, family's a really interesting one for me. Something I've struggled with a lot.
I'll be your bro.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you have been. You have been, you know, like.
And I appreciate it. I've actually never had a brother. I had a sister growing up. I had a couple guys I had a band with in high school.
Yeah.
High school age. I actually didn't go to high school though, so my social life has been pretty limited. I have a handful of people that I've hung out with always, and that's always been it.
Right.
I didn't really have the high school experience.
Mm-hmm.
And college was social, but I was there doing work, and I didn't know any of the people, even though they'd been that. I knew a few of them, but it wasn't as social as I feel like most people had in high school.
Yeah, I mean, my high school experience was unique because my parents pulled me out of public education because my brother got expelled from so many schools.
Where did you end up going?
I went to a private school.
Where at?
In Birmingham, Michigan. Just a little Catholic brother school, and like everybody was loaded, so I just never felt like I fit in. You know, it's just like go hang out at these people's houses, and like my house could fit in their living room, like literally just like mansions. And I'm like, you have a whole room for art? Like you have a whole room nobody can sit in? This is weird. Like, what do you mean? You know,
I've experienced a lot of that in my life.
Yeah, and I'm just like, this is really odd. You know, like why would you even have? And I didn't understand. You know, like, and I was confused, and so I wasn't ever really like social because I didn't fit into that. I drove 45 minutes to get to school. You know, so I was very much like the outsider in my own mind. And so, yeah, brotherhood, you know, and it's funny because the name of my school was Brother Rice, you know, like it was about brotherhood, but it didn't have any, you know, and so. And then I went to college and it's the same thing, you know, like I wasn't super big into drinking. I tried to be, but I'm allergic to alcohol. So like it just never fit, you know, I wasn't into sports. So I was like, I don't want to tailgate. I went to Michigan State. So I was like, what do we do? You know, and I was like, oh, I guess we just study. And like, there's no brotherhood in studying. There's just like busyness, you know? So yeah, like I can deeply relate of just like, and this is something that over the years has been really helpful of like just having a couple homies, you know, like I don't need a lot.
Yeah.
I just want a couple homies that I know care. That's really all I want.
I care about you.
I appreciate that.
I haven't had the liberty to show that in every way that I would like to, but as time goes by.
Yeah. I mean, you did today. You got to buy me ice cream.
And
I allowed, you know, like, because I thought about it. I was like, I'm so used to like buying your food. So I was like, And I was like, no, dude, let him buy you fucking ice cream.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Yeah.
like, and
I'm gonna buy some things anyways for the house. So,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna eat on ice cream anyway. So
right. No, it was really neat. And, you know, like reflecting back on whether there's times we go to the beach or go to eat, you know, like all that stuff. And just like, I think that's one thing that is definitely struck me. I was thinking about it when I was coming to pick you up because I was so hot in my place. I didn't wear a fucking shirt and whatnot. And I was thinking about just doing this thing shirtless. And I was like, I feel like I could. Because this dude doesn't judge me. And even if he does, even if he is judging me, it's not changing the way he feels about me.
Oh, Lord, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're wearing.
Right.
You buck ass naked, I'd look at you the same way.
Right. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of a few of my close friends back in Ohio that just like, and they were from such different walks of life. You remind me a lot of my friend Craig. Motorcycle dude, tatted up, you know, like never, it's not to say that I never would have thought I'd be friends with him, but just like we have such a deep bond, and like he doesn't give a fuck, you know. He'll eat a fucking, you know, he'll eat a pint of ice cream with a fucking ballpoint pen if he has to. Like he's just a ride or die kind of guy, you know. He's just he's a real human, you know.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah, he's a badass. He's motorcycling around the country right now.
Yeah, check and check.
Yeah, just like sleeping on a tarp under fucking trees, you know, riding around his bike.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, you two.
Well, sounds
you
great.
two would get along for sure. Yeah, you know.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, right. You said you were an aspiring world traveler. Where would you go?
From here, I want to go to Japan or Korea. I actually wrote them both in my little Molokini book.
Okay. That reminds me, let me get you that Hawaiian deck before we're done.
Cool. Yeah. I wrote down recently that I want to do 40 countries in a year.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Motorcycle's a great way to do that.
And I've ridden motorcycles my whole life.
Really?
Yeah. I actually learned to ride a motorcycle before I learned to ride a bicycle.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, a lot of the people here around here are the same way.
I bet. I bet. That's so neat. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, when you said Korea, it reminded me my mom is Korean. And she's going back to Korea for the first time in 45 years.
Oh, wow.
She's never been back. She's going back in October, and I'm like,
she's excited.
Yeah. Yeah,
cool.
I'm really tempted to go with her. Just like,
You should.
yeah.
Send it.
Yeah. Just buy a plane ticket and show up.
You were talking about how I remind you of somebody. You remind me of my adopted mother named Susan. And she's actually Korean. She's from that part. Yeah, and she you'll have the same facial feature. You both have very similar facial softness.
How did you meet her?
I met Susan.
Was this through foster care or was it like on the island?
No, she actually lived in Independence, Kansas, where my grandfather
Got it.
lived. And I was placed with my grandfather at the age of 13, 11, 12, 13. Placed with my grandfather. And growing up, I went to Independence as well. Susan is the mother of one of my good friends, Tucker, from school. And my brother. Obviously, they adopted me. He's my brother.
Yeah.
My adopted brother.
Wow.
So when I was 17, they invited me into their home, and I started going to college.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what did you study?
My major was English Lit.
Okay. How was that?
It's okay. I took all the classes that a particular teacher I liked offered.
Nice.
And it went by pretty quick. I didn't get a piece of paper. I have 4 credit hours short of graduating, and I couldn't get my fast food anymore. So I owe him like $600 or something. and I need 4 hours for the piece of paper. So I was just like, nah, I'm done.
Got it. We're done.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
I got all the genetics out of the way that I needed. I feel like I wasn't there necessarily for the piece of paper as much as I was for the social.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Up until that point, I had mostly been living with dope cooks. Honestly, my family, people that cook dope, smoke dope.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you said your mom used, and how old?
There's several years in there where I just hung out with my cousin, just hang out at the house, and all they do is smoke.
Yeah.
Waste money.
How old?
Just like anybody around here.
What would you say?
Age 15 to 17.
How old were you when you first got exposed to drugs?
My mother handed me her weed box at 5 years old.
Wow.
And told me what it was. Told me it was cannabis. She says, "You see me when I'm smoking. You know what it smells like? You smell it when I smoke it. You see how I act. You be the judge. But you hand me the box, and I open it up and look in there, and I've been the judge since then.
Interesting.
Concerning that,
Yeah. So you started smoking weed when you were 5?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
That's when I was exposed to it.
Got it.
And my mother made it. It was an active choice of hers.
Yeah.
To let me know what it was.
Right.
It's weed. I can get in trouble for letting you know what it is. I can get in trouble just for letting you see it or touch it. You know what it smells like. You know what I'm doing when I do it.
Right.
The power's in your hands.
Right. Yeah. How old was that the first thing you used?
At 9 years old, actually, I smoked a cigarette before I smoked weed.
Okay.
My mom smoked cigarettes growing up. There's always Marlboro Lights around.
Oh, I can't fuck with Marlboro Lights.
I smoked a Marlboro Light for the first time. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about this recently. The first time I smoked a cigarette was off of Friars Road in San Diego. We had an apartment, Linda Vista there.
Mm-hmm.
And I smoked it in the alley. And I went up the stairs to some neighbor's house that I didn't know, but I kind of knew because I would go around the neighborhood selling windsocks.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go door to door selling windsocks.
Nice.
Yeah, so I smoked a cigarette and ran up to the neighbor's spot. Got super lightheaded, and somebody caught me because I went back down there and went to smoke it again. And I remember the smell. I can really think of the smell real strong. It was a weird experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, weird to think about.
Yeah, the first cigarette I ever smoked was a Newport menthol.
Mm.
My brother forced me to smoke it. And yeah, it was interesting. Like later I got caught by my mom for smoking cigarettes. She found a pack of, I'm guessing were also Newports, in my closet and whooped my ass. It was weird though, because it was like if I didn't smoke, my brother was going to whoop my ass. And if I did smoke, my mom was going to whoop my ass. It's very odd.
Yeah, at 15, my mother she had her parental rights revoked. But I actively went and searched to find her at 15 years old. And that's when we started smoking weed together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first time I smoked weed was with my babysitter in that same apartment that I smoked a cigarette. Yeah, that same place.
Yeah.
I was like 9 or 10 years old.
Wow. Yeah. So how old were you when you entered foster care?
11. It was
Okay.
actually a couple of days after my 11th birthday.
Wow. And then that was, you said you saw.
Monsters Inc. had just come out. I watched Monsters Inc. in
That's a good one.
theaters.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite monster?
I think I like the little girl. I don't care about the monsters.
That's a good answer, bro.
Yeah,
That's a great answer. That's a really good answer. I was a big fan of Sullivan.
Yeah, Sully's pretty great.
Sully's I feel like it.
Mike Kowalski.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski's good too. That's a good answer though. I really like that. You've always struck me as a very kind and open-hearted person, so that would be fucking very on brand for you to say.
I like that innocent attitude toward life as well. Just
Yeah.
like I'm a child.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Yeah. I mean, and sometimes that's great, and sometimes you can't log into your Facebook and your Gmail, and
it's frustrating.
right. Then being a child sucks.
Yeah, I bet you the kid's better at it than I am. He could probably navigate,
Guaranteed.
or just pull up the HTML on it or something, and be able to just immediately
Code it.
change it. And,
Right.
You're in your account, no problem now.
Right, I got it. Now what? Yeah. Okay. So just piecing this all together. So foster care at 11. When you said you like lived with a lot of dope cooks, like was that?
My family at 15, my mother decided to send me to my cousins.
Okay. I mean, he was cooking dope.
And my whole family cooked dope. My whole family cooks dope.
What kind? When you say dope, like what do you?
Amphetamine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Meth.
yeah.
Okay. Got it. And so.
And moonshine before that.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, and moonshine for a long time before that as well.
Yeah.
So whatever dope you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever
Just
dope
whatever.
you need, cook.
Right.
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah.
And so just by proximity, you got into it.
Yeah, they were my family. I was actually my first time meeting my cousins, and it was just kind of like, duh, that's what we're doing.
Right.
I didn't think anything of it at the time.
Yeah. Have you been using them since then?
From the age of 15 until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's interesting, we were talking earlier while we were driving.
There's periods where I didn't use.
Yeah.
I was married for 10 years.
Yeah.
And the majority of that relationship wasn't something I used.
Yeah.
I used some illicit party substances like Maui I'm sure some have amphetamines in them.
Sure.
It wasn't an active choice to use amphetamine.
Right. I mean, that's what I was going to say. When we were driving around earlier, you were talking about how, I asked you if you feel like you're addicted to anything. You said cigarettes or tobacco.
Yeah.
But everything else is a conscious choice that you make.
Yeah, for the most part.
Like you don't have to, you choose to if you want to.
Mm-hmm. And I weigh the pros and cons and what it costs.
Yeah.
Because I notice the effects on my body and my mind and my reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, how one experiences reality.
Yeah. Do you think that's the case for everybody? I mean, you've met a fair amount of people who are using these substances. Do you think they're also like making the conscious choice, or do you find some people are like they're not in control and they're just going to it?
I think you can see it in a lot of people. You can see the people that have lost their direction. Control is an illusion.
100%.
Yeah. So anytime
100%.
you ever think,
I love that.
Anytime you ever think you're in control, believe me, you're fooling yourself.
Right.
Yeah. So
I love you, buddy.
yeah, that's needed though. Sometimes it's
Right.
needed to fool yourself, but
Right.
control is
Just
that.
right.
It's an illusion,
Yeah.
and we all have them. So that's
Say
my
more-
one addiction.
Yeah. Say
It's
more what you
control.
said. Right.
Yeah.
Fucking same team, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Say more what you meant when you said people lost their direction.
When I look at somebody that is using amphetamine that doesn't have direction, the reflections available if you don't have some type of light that you're holding are limited. Thinking about the way that a light particle actually works, it takes every eventual pathway, and I get to just see the eventual pathway that I see. The way that a photon actually works, the way the eye works, and we perceive, like it takes every pathway.
Yeah.
So when somebody's using amphetamines and doesn't have an inner light, it bends time and space. It feels like, and light. It bends light because there's darkness. There's gravity, very large dark gravity things.
Yeah.
And it bends light.
Mm.
I've observed it to some degree.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy a lot of the journeys I've had using the substances that I use.
Yeah.
Really, I wish I had spent more time writing it or talking about it like we are now.
Right.
Because there's a lot of valuable knowledge.
100%.
I've had beautiful visions here on Maui.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had some beautiful journeys out here.
Oh,
Difficult, very difficult work.
right. Oh, she's not messing around. You go into that realm, she will give you lessons very fast. And some of them are swift. Some of them are. I have found that they're always like held in a lot of love, but love can be very stern. I really like what you said there about the light and the eventual path that a lot of people take, and or not necessarily that people take, but like that the light can explore. And you said that when they don't have their inner light, that darkness will bend them, or it will bend the possibilities towards one spectrum.
And when I say that, those are just reflections. Like when I see a depth or darkness in the external, that's just me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, it's fun.
Well, and I'm curious, right? So like, based on the things you've shared, a lot of people might be like, oh, that he's got a lot of opportunity for darkness. Like, I don't see a lot of darkness in you, but you've got all the evidence in the
Well,
world.
I'm a human, aren't I?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm capable of the worst.
Right. Yes, as we all are. And so many people, back to the fooling ourselves, would rather pretend like we're not.
But when really we're all primal animals.
Right. And
Don't fool yourself.
Right. We're capable of some fucked up shit
Yeah.
if things come to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an interesting human experience to, it's like in a way when you said earlier that you were exploring minimalism, it's like you peeled back so many things, whether you want to call it your living situation or a car or a job, to see who is
Attachments.
Yeah. Like who is Jacob really behind all of this?
It was a lot of that. Trying to find myself.
Yeah.
Spend a lot of time victimizing myself.
Yeah.
And I'm done with that. So
Yeah.
life's been pretty good to me, honestly.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot of tough shit, but I'm lucky to be alive, and I'm grateful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm on Maui. Like, I live on Maui. It's fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a lot to be grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
And I, having gone through my own journey of inner work, like there was
I'm grateful to be clean as
that.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like talking about all this use. I've enjoyed those things, and the journeys have been great. But I'm clean, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful to be clean.
Yeah. It's like the substance itself creates the darkness, because when you're not on these things, like you're not a different human, but like you have a different light to you.
Well, and it's all in your head.
Right.
It's at the end of the day, it's just you in your own head.
Right.
So the use of that can put you in dark places.
Right. No, it's true. Like, and I was thinking about this earlier after I dropped you off before I came back and picked you up again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, I've had an excellent day.
Yeah, it's been great. I told you I ate some mushrooms, and I sat and I cried deeply at the realization of why it's so meaningful to have you in my life. Because there's a part of me that's terrified of being homeless, because he has believed that nobody cares about him. And so in that it wouldn't even be choosing it. He would be out and no one would care, and no one would acknowledge him, and no one would care for him. And this experience that we've had together has really shown me, because I don't obviously have to do this, I choose to do this. I choose to take care and be of service to you. And it's really shown me that fucking people care, right? That strangers care.
That's
like
beautiful.
Yeah. Like I didn't know you from a different person in the street, but over this time, it's really shown me like, wow, people care. People we don't even know about care. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, like I was in tears of like, why does this mean so much to me? And I was like, oh, because I am Jacob.
We are one and the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually made an active choice.
Yeah.
To move back here and live on the streets.
Yeah.
It just seemed like the best thing.
Yeah.
At the time and space.
Yeah.
I've been living in a space recently, and I appreciate living inside.
Yeah.
More than I ever have.
Yeah.
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 It makes me not want to do drugs.
Right. Right.
It makes me question drinking a beer.
Right. Right.
It brings me to the sober, present thought.
Right.
To have my own space again.
Yeah.
Yeah. After willingly giving it away.
Yeah, you've been on quite a journey, and it, when we first started interacting, you were living in $1 million mansion.
Yeah.
Pretty much solo.
Yeah.
Right. Our mutual friend Aaron just opened his house to you.
Yeah, he did, and I prayed for him. I'm so thankful. One of the only things I've written in the book, I've written a few poems. I miss Aaron. I hope he shows up in a timely manner.
Yeah.
That's all I've written in there. But
that's great.
Yeah. He told me when he was here, he was just like, just make art, dude.
Yeah.
He was just like, just sit up here and make art. You'll be okay. And I was like, okay. So, I started drawing a few things and reading and
that
things.
man has helped me so much with my money stories, both in the literal sense, but also in the like metaphysical sense of like, you can just give it away. It's all made up.
See, and he just made me look at myself different. Because he has that type of money, but he's no different than me.
Right.
I got just that type of money.
Right.
And I'm the same type of person.
Right.
I got just as much money if I just own myself.
Right. Oh, dude, like, and no worries about it running out.
Yeah, well, how could I run out of myself? I'm the most money motherfucker I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I actually messaged him after I dropped you off, and I was letting him know that you were clean and that you were grateful for him, and that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really beautiful to witness. Just,
and I didn't know Aaron from anybody. He just recently decided to bring me up here, and it kind of fit. So,
right, yeah, it's been magical to watch, and just like because like me zooming out of myself, and just like we'll call it my soul, or like the narrator looking at life, being like, okay, here's Scott going to pick up food for Jacob, and he's going to drop it off, make sure he's got everything he needs for the day, and and
I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, and like it showed me that like life has a plan. Like this dude doesn't have to worry, and he's living up on a place where no food is around.
Yeah, there's food in the jungle. If I really were hungry, I can go find something.
Yeah, like, well,
Not
you
only
can eat a
that, but there's
banana.
people around.
Yeah.
Hey, if I go bark at that lady, she'll cook me something.
But at the end of the day, you didn't have to.
True.
You know, it just showed up.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, there's something in that.
Mm.
There's definitely something in that.
I'm super, so blessed. That spot's really cool up there. I like that spot as well.
Yeah.
That house is really awesome.
Yeah. I'm sad to see it go, but, you know, from a chapter standpoint, that chapter needed to close.
Mm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's been cool to witness and, like, you know, our relationship and friendship that grew out of it. You know, it's just.
Yeah. He split.
Yeah. And that's
your
the
job
thing.
is just to keep the place clean, and I'm just a bum on the couch pretty much. But I like that.
Right.
I like that position where people are comfortable enough with me to invite me to their home.
Right.
Because I don't have an agenda.
And when you're respectful.
Yeah.
You weren't stealing.
I clean up after myself.
Right. You were clean.
All the things. I smell like cigarettes occasionally. Yeah. And I've been known to be loud every now and then.
I wish I was louder. Yeah. Sometimes I like want to be loud, and I'm like, no, dude, you can't do that. That's not allowed.
I got real loud and done with Diamond the other day, real quick. So it is stupid. It was over something so dumb.
Yeah. Well, you know,
grown men arguing over a box of cereal.
Right. Getting super cereal over cereal.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so interesting, you know. And just to see, like, you know, even in this what we'll call next phase of this whole thing of, you know, your willingness and openness to just explore what's coming still, you know, and both some of that comes with support, whether it's the phone or the EBT and whatnot, but also some of it comes with like we don't know where you're going to live next week.
Yeah.
Or you actually do, but you know.
Most likely here on Maui.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really see me leaving.
Yeah.
Before then. If the Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, you know.
Right.
Hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it a whole lot. I've thought about maybe returning to Homicide.
Mm-hmm.
I know a few places over there I could potentially go.
Mm-hmm.
I've also thought about just where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to the landlord there. Finding a different space there because I do enjoy that property.
Yeah.
In that area. And there's cute hippie girls there. And
great.
I already want to, you know, I'm like, I want to make mac and cheese and hippie girl.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, being respectful and I was going to say not creepy, like that helps, you know, and you're not, you know.
I'm good looking as well. That helps.
Yeah, there you go. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living on Maui, I'm so blessed. Maui is so beautiful. And this place has kissed me. And I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel like I look great.
Yeah.
And I look and feel great inside out.
Yeah. I mean, you said you felt healthier than you've ever felt.
Yeah, my mouth is the only thing.
Right. Which, you know, it's working its way through.
Yeah. I could see a space in the near future where I could possibly get it addressed.
Yeah. Right.
There's a couple cavities here and there, a couple roots. But all these things are connected to your body.
100%.
Yeah, and I know that this one's been up here for a while, and I can feel it in my chest here.
Oh, wow.
And I know how it's all connected.
Right.
So.
Yeah. That, you know, that I'm so glad you brought that up. Not that this is what I want to talk about, but like when I sit down and have a conversation with you, Jacob, you are so prone to blowing my mind or being so like you've helped me completely do away with the stereotype of what it means to live on the streets or like you're a pretty fucking intelligent dude.
And most people are, actually. Most people are intelligent creatures.
Right.
Yeah, we're not that bad, really.
100%.
I think a lot of the people living outdoors, especially here on Maui, it's a lifestyle choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people do it better than others.
Yeah.
I think some people communicate with the land better than others.
Yeah.
You know, or have access to different channels. And
yeah.
I'm so grateful for the breath work we've done.
Mm-hmm.
I've been addressing the breath in a different way since meeting Aaron and you, and both you in particular, and just chilling out and hanging and driving and eating, just living.
Yeah.
It's made me address my own in my own breath.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
It's the most Hawaiian shit ever.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Right.
Bring me back to my own
Right.
And not that it was ever gone. It just you address it. What?
It's yes. It's so interesting to me, like aloha, right? The idea of like the presence of God in the breath, like the alo, the like life, breath, the breath of life, right? Whereas hauli literally translate to that who has forgotten how to breathe, like without breath.
Or that without breath.
Right.
There's lots of different ways it can be. And the language also, it's just interpreted, just like any language.
Right. Right.
Inflection
Mm-hmm.
and connotation and context.
Tonality, all that.
That all shape.
Right.
What's said.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What do you
Do
think?
you speak any other languages?
I can conversationally speak Spanish. I wish. Every time I hear someone speaking Korean, I wish my mom taught me. Which is just me victimizing myself to not go take responsibility and learn it. But, it would have been dope to have that ability.
I would love to speak another language. But I hear other people speaking all kinds of different languages, and most of the time I'm like, I understand what's going on in the conversation.
Yeah. Well, and it makes sense, right? Tonality, inflection.
I know enough about my own language to catch the hooks and lines and syncs to know enough of what somebody's saying.
Right. Like, I hear you.
Yeah.
I feel you. I may not hear you, but I feel you. Yeah. What is that like? I'm really curious. Like, I would love to. I have had the pleasure or the unique benefit of getting to know you on a personal level, but for people who don't have this privilege and see someone, we'll call living on the streets, or some people will call them homeless or whatever, houseless, home free.
And currently I'm not.
Right.
Which is also a choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Because I could obviously walk out, go right back over there and just chill on the streets.
Right.
Most likely use.
Right.
And so it has been a choice of mine to not use.
Right.
And get my self-care.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So go inside and bathe. Like I shaved before I came here. Just simple things.
You look great.
Yeah.
You look great.
Just simple little things.
Yeah. You said it earlier.
You look great as well.
Thanks, man.
In this house. So beautiful.
I feel so blessed here.
Cooling off so nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel so taken care of by this land and this woman that houses me. I feel so loved.
So what's up with that? You got a sugar mama?
No, I pay for rent. Okay. I pay rent for sure.
Maybe we could tag team sugar mama. Like me.
She's
what do we need to do to get the sugar?
She's a lovely human. But yeah, and you mentioned it earlier. You said like most humans are intelligent. What else would you say to like people who see people living on the streets or home free?
Did you do the thing that you said you've done to see yourself as them as much as possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see somebody out there, what would you want to do for yourself?
Interesting. Yeah, because as soon as you said that, I was like, well, most people are going to struggle with that because they're not going to see themselves as someone who uses these types of substances.
I've been less attached to judging somebody for their use as I have been to how somebody perceives it.
Say more.
How somebody perceives the use of it seems to be more negative than the person's actual use most of the time.
Fair. Very fair.
Yeah.
I would say it's very accurate, in fact.
Yeah. So that's why are we going to blame somebody for using something
right
that is obviously helping them in some way, shape, or form or realm?
Right. Some way. Coping or...
Yeah. And there may be negative consequences to it. Nevertheless, they're still seeking it.
Right.
And they're still getting a reward from it.
Right.
And more so than that, they're a human, just like you are, and they're a consciousness, just like the collective. Knowing those things, really, I can't wait for all drugs to be legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to talk about them a lot more openly and freely.
Right. Yeah.
Break down barriers.
Well,
because everybody uses them. And we've been using them for as long as humans.
Right. I was going to say, well, they're all legal on this podcast. So.
And beyond that,
what would you say?
It's what we do to advance.
Right.
It's how our consciousness expands and how we grow is through using consciousness expanding substances. That's what we've been doing for 250,000 years, I think.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's not slowing down. Now everybody's getting high on breath work and,
That as well.
legalize other things, whether it's
You know,
mushrooms or cannabis.
I can get pretty decent highs if I just sit down and breathe.
Yeah.
Real heavy. It's different though than using.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not attached to any of them anymore though, I don't think.
That's great.
It feels good.
That's freedom.
The tobacco.
Yeah. That's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a hell of a medicine, but, it's like, it's got a grip for a lot of people.
It's been my struggle in the most recent couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Tobacco, I've been noticing exactly how much I use. And
I mean, I would say,
how irritable I get
yeah.
without it. And how easy it is to just be like, I'm fucking angry.
Right.
Which is me with myself most of the time.
Of course.
I handle those things pretty well these days.
Yeah.
It makes me on edge and spicy with myself.
Right. I mean, I'll give it to you, bro. Like the fact that you can say you're 3 months clean off of amphetamines, but you're struggling with tobacco, like legend.
Yeah.
And that is the current soup du jour. His current choice.
Feels good to me.
Yeah. Everybody's got their version. Sometimes mine lately is sugar. I don't feel. I mean, like I said, I quit hitting my vape and Zyn pouches and such, and I'm not smoking weed anymore. I don't drink alcohol. Don't really watch nearly as much porn.
I've mentioned it. You've mentioned it, but I haven't mentioned to you that I'm a little envious. I've noticed you mention it several times, and I'm like, you look healthy. You look great.
Thank you.
You sound great.
Thank you.
You're not smoking. Maybe I don't like to smoke that much either. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just makes me. It's nice to reflect with you.
Yeah, I appreciate the reflection. I really do. And my version for that with you is just like, and this is totally what I made up in my mind, but what I said earlier about you, like me bringing you food and you not knowing when it's going to show up, like there's a detachment from the food thing of like, yeah, food's going to show up, but like I'm not going to sit here and worry about it.
Oh yeah, actually, when I moved to Maui at 30 years old, I was like, God, you fed me for 30 years. I'm pretty sure you got this under control. And I just stopped worrying about it.
Wow.
It wasn't immediate.
Of course.
But moving to the middle of the jungle, and I had a hippie girl there, and she helped me as well. And we just kind of, and it's like, you know what? I'll probably eat.
I doubt this is going to be why I die.
Yeah. I doubt that I'm going to starve to death.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah, and kind of since then, not that I've had several nights out on the streets where I'm hungry.
Right.
And I go, I'm looking for food, getting eaten out of trash, doing whatever I need to do. I'm so appreciative these days. Yeah. Those are all choices as well, though. I could have, at any time, taken time out of my day to sit and speak with somebody like now, right. I am with you.
Right.
And although we've gotten here through many weeks of learning about one another and spending time with one another, it really is that easy sometimes.
It really is.
It really is. It's just as easy as stopping and saying, hey, I need help.
Right. And it's interesting, like I, my social conditioning, parental conditioning, whatever, like for a long time, I didn't help the people in the streets, homeless, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know.
I prefer houseless.
Houseless. I like that.
That's just me, but
yeah, the houseless. Yeah. It sounds way better.
And that came about living here on Maui.
Actually, I really like that because you can be home in yourself and not have a house.
This is my home.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
What do you mean? We're
Thank
home
you for
right
that.
now.
Thank you for that distinction.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, like that's so good, bro. Oh my goodness. I'm taking that to the bank. Yeah. So for a long time, like I wouldn't help the houseless. I would just be like, nope, sorry. I would literally lie when they'd be like, do you have any money? I'd be like, no. Fuck yeah, I do. Yeah. I got money in my pocket. Mm-hmm. No, I don't. Like that's some lying bullshit.
What did you think about that?
What's that?
When you would say those things, tell them no. What would you tell yourself?
That I was a liar.
Okay.
Right. Good. And so, what happened over time, because I started, and back to my friend Craig, what he would say is not today. And so I would help someone, and then someone else would ask, and I'd say not today. Yeah. And they usually wouldn't push it.
See, in my time, pretty short. I know that there's been people that have lived out there their entire lives, Mm-hmm. I spent a couple of years living outside. I don't really ask people though.
Yeah.
And I've been pretty lucky and privileged, I feel, to not have to.
Wow.
If I'm hungry, I'll go sit down somewhere and wait and pray.
Wow.
And, God feeds me. I get some money or whatever. It was actually kind of fun to live that way for a year, the way I did.
Wow.
Just walk it every day. Just need a little bit of money. But also, I'm not going to ask anybody for it.
Wow.
I'm going to sit there and... I guess it's no different than begging, though.
I mean, it's just so inspiring to hear that you just sit there and pray.
Yeah.
To just commune with God.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Or whatever God's on the flavor of the week up here,
Right.
in the head.
Yeah.
Because it's all you get at the end of the day. That's your own God is right here.
Yeah. 100%. Oh, that's amazing, dude. I love that. I really do. And I love that, like, the conviction and the truth that you're so provided for, you don't have to ask. It's just provided, And it doesn't mean you're incapable of asking.
Yeah, and there are people that I do occasionally ask.
Right.
If it's in flow, or I can ask.
I don't even know if you've ever asked me, because usually I'll ask you first. Usually I'm like, do you need anything? And yeah, tobacco.
Yeah.
But you weren't asking me. You were answering a question.
And I look at it as God knows the things that I need.
Right.
And he provides it through. I can see the most beautiful reflections of God in the people around me.
Right.
Because you come in, I need a few things.
Right.
And because it's just normal to need a few things in my situation.
Right.
At the time and space that I'm in.
Right.
In my life.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you found that nug on the ground of Target parking lot today.
And that flow of finding things and picking things up is what has got me through.
Wow.
Yeah, living out there.
Wow.
It's also brought me health.
Yeah.
My back I injured a long time ago, and just recently, I would say I feel recovered.
Wow.
Yeah.
Low back?
Yeah. My L4, L5.
Wow.
I was diagnosed with a grade 3 spondylolisthesis.
Wow. Energetically speaking, the emotions that are stored in the low back are worthiness, which is interesting because as you healed your worthiness, you're housed, you're fed.
Yeah. And that's something I've always struggled with is my own self-esteem.
Sure.
And how I define my value.
Right. Same.
And when I say that, it's the people around me. When I say, because it's you who defines my value, actually.
Right.
Yeah, and you're the one who gives me my value in existence. And the same with me and you. So this is really powerful to sit down and have a podcast.
Yeah.
And talk about it because we've given each other. I hope I've given to you in some way.
100%.
I don't have anything else to give other than what I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, two things I'll say. One is I've been shifting that narrative where I have habitually throughout my life given my power to someone else to provide and to validate my value. And what I'm coming to repair and realize and own and accept is my value is inherent.
You do that for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're inherently that way.
Yes.
And the more you're able to notice it for yourself,
yes,
the stronger you become.
And that's been a really interesting thing because, like, my partner Amber, I don't think you've met Amber yet, but she was the one saying that. She's like, Scott, you have worth and value because you're here. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to go after it. It is there. And that was very foreign to me. I was like, what do you mean? I've been told I have to provide and prove and perform. See,
and Susan, my adopted mother, Susan, who you remind me of, she did that for me in my existence. She gave me the space to feel valued, even though I wasn't doing anything.
Wow. Yeah.
Even though I didn't have a job.
Right.
Even though I couldn't provide in the way that somebody else normally could or whatever. She gave me the space to live and just be myself.
Wow. Yeah. I feel like every man needs a Susan. Or a Scott, I guess.
Yeah. Or a me.
Or a Jacob.
Or myself.
Yes. Or a me for myself.
A reflection.
Yes.
A reflector.
Yes. Yes.
A Heyoki shaman.
Say that again?
Heyoki.
Heyoki.
Heyoki shaman is the clown jester in the Navajo tribe.
Got it.
Interesting. It's the Maui trickster.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Look it up.
I will.
Look at it. Yeah, look at it. Heyoki shaman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So many nuggets, bro. So much gold. I'm so glad we did this. It's been on the agenda for like 2 months.
Yeah.
it's been, circling. Yeah, I originally thought it was going to be in Aaron's house, and then,
I thought it was gonna be in the hangar. Originally, when I was cleaning the hangar out,
yeah,
I had chairs set up. As I cleaned it, I had
Yeah.
it set up, and I was like, "We're gonna do it here." And I had some lights set up and whatever.
epic.
Yeah.
Turned out it was here.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm. Is there anything else you'd like to share or wisdom you'd like to impart on the listenership?
No, we should do this again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm willing to do this again.
Great. Thank you for putting that out there.
Mm.
I have a feeling people are going to want to hear more. I just think there's such a value in seeing life from so many different angles. So many of the people come on here and they're slaying in a completely different sense.
Mm.
They've got a bank account with 7 figures or,
See, and you couldn't convince me that's worth going after
Sure.
anymore.
Yeah. Well, and that's that, even as you said that, right, the distinction shift that came in me is like, I don't want to go after it. I want it to come to me.
Yeah.
I just want to be like, I want to be rewarded for being myself. I'm tired of
And you
going
shall be.
after it.
And I believe you shall be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that's actually why we're here. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing here. So
Yeah. No,
I think losing the attachments allows one to
yes.
receive.
Yes. The universe is listening, and when we say I need something, it says, okay, so you don't have it.
Mm.
Versus like, I'm open to it. I don't need it.
I'm so glad you just said that there because I've been thinking about how I really want a woman. And like, well, I don't have, but I am. I already is.
Yeah.
I'm open for it. I'm receptive to it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's, yeah, it's living not in desire, right? Just being in openness. And this is wonderful, man.
I agree.
So much. Couple speed questions. If you had a message to share with the world, what would it be?
Bottle of fart. I want a jarred fart.
Say more.
Yeah, more farts. More farts. Farts cure cancer.
Okay,
Yes.
I agree.
There you go.
Farting. We need more farting in the world.
More Dutch ovens.
That's an intimate space. Yes. Okay, more Dutch ovens. Got it. What does it mean to be human?
Probably. It probably means to be human.
That's a great response. Yes. Yes, it is. It is. There is no answer. It's all the answers. I love that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Jacob, thank you for being on the show. It's been wonderful.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. And to the audience, thank you for the time and attention and presence. And until the next episode, aloha.